Hey guys, it's Reuben here from Business Uncut. Today I want to talk about an important topic, and it's more around mindset. And talking about today's topic will allow business owners to get past certain hurdles to focus on what's most important. I'm not saying these things are not important, I'm just saying that there's a certain way that a business owner can get themselves or find themselves stuck if they focus on the wrong aspect in their business. So today I'm going to talk about the mindset, and it's a limiting belief that more profit equals more tax, which means that business owners sometimes think, why should I do it? Why should I grow my business if I'm just going to pay more tax? I'm going to pay more GST, I'm going to pay more PAYG and so forth, and payroll tax. It's a limiting belief that I've come across a lot of business owners because they get really worn down by the fact that they have to pay tax. And unfortunately here in Australia, we do have a higher tax rate compared to many countries around the world. However, I do believe it's also a privilege to be able to live in a country that supports us so well, as much as we may not think so, but we do get a lot here in Australia, and our taxes are used somewhat in the right way. And so today's podcast is about breaking your limiting belief and looking at where your focus should go and what focus should come first. And I really want to drive this into business owners to try and get value and profitability out of your business first, and then understand that tax is actually just a byproduct. Tax is something that is created by having a great profitable business, right? And I'm talking about income tax. So let's start off by looking at, why avoiding profit to avoid tax is one of the most dangerous mindsets or beliefs that you could have as a business owners. So if you are running a business and you from the get-go or throughout your business have been thinking, I don't want to keep making profits and drive revenue and drive gross margins and keep building the business because I'm going to pay tax. I want you to think of it in another way, in that building your profitability, building the value of your business, building cash flow is a sign of doing business right. You're doing something right. The hours and the work that you've put into creating this structure that delivers a high value service or product is now providing you with cash flow and profitability, right? It's something where business owners, if you can't get past that, you're going to make the wrong decisions. And when you make the wrong decisions based on your beliefs, you won't be able to reach your goals, you won't be able to scale, and you won't be able to create a business that's ultimately driven without you or works without you, that you're able to sell down the track. So get past this, because it's very, very important to put profitability and cash flow at the forefront of your mind rather than, I don't want to pay tax, right? And so tax is a byproduct, and generally it can be minimized and controlled with third-party consultants such as accountants like us, such as tax lawyers. Tax can be minimized, tax can be planned for, and tax can be planned in a way that you don't actually have to do a lot of the heavy lifting, right? So it's easier. What's harder for business owners is driving profitability, because driving profitability and cash flow and structure and making sure you have a solid business, it's dependent on you as the business owner. And so stop putting tax first. Yes, it's important. It needs to still be in the thought process. Put profitability first. It's a sign of doing business right. I sort of like to use the same analogy of someone who doesn't want to get fit or lose fat because they don't want to buy new clothes. You know, like the benefit of actually doing it is far greater than having to go out and find new clothes and buy new clothes. It's the same thing. The benefit of getting profit in your business, cash flow, is far greater than having to actually pay the tax. All you have to do is plan for the tax later. It's a byproduct, right? And so understand that concept and you're already one step closer to winning. So who drives the profit of the business? And I spoke about this before. It's ultimately not your accountant. It's not your business coach. It's not your advisors. It's you as the business owner. And if you're so tax focused, I guarantee you're going to be making the wrong decisions. I'm not going to invest in marketing because I think that it'll drive revenue and my profits will go up, and then ultimately, well, why am I doing it in the first place? Because I'm just going to give it to the tax man. That's not how it works. You drive profit because it gives you some marginal gains in your business, which you then can ultimately create a business that works without you. Tax minimization is secondary, like I mentioned before. We can, as accountants, can help you with tax minimization, right? And so that's where, let the accountants do the heavy lifting through tax planning, finding out CGT concessions and contributions to super, all those great things. You as a business owner, focus on profit and we'll sort out the rest. Cool? And so today's lesson, it's a very short podcast, but I just wanted to get this across because I see it a lot. There's so much negativity around tax, and look, no one likes to pay it, but it's also, just remember, it's a sign of doing business right, at least here in Australia. So flip the focus from how do I pay less tax, because that's secondary, we can help with that, to how do I increase my profit? How do I increase value towards my employees and customers? How do I improve scalability of my business? And ultimately, how do I create a business that works without me? Because you need profit to do that. You need cash flow to do that. And if you have to pay tax on the side, plan for it, control it, but don't use it as an excuse of why you shouldn't grow, right? Profit is not a dirty word. Profit shouldn't be associated to giving the government more money and you losing money. Profit is a privilege. Profit is earned, and profit is given to those that deserve it. And if you are lucky enough to be able to control your profitability in that you can make it grow, you can scale it, then you already have an advantage because profit is power. So I'm going to end it there, but have a think about those concepts in your head because it's super important. And I want every business owner to think about this in the long term that, again, tax is a byproduct. It can be controlled. It can be minimized. Profit is where you have to put your full attention. And if you do this, I guarantee you will have a more successful, scalable business that works without you. If you need help with identifying on how to improve your profit, then send us a message. We go through a bit of a different strategy around how we improve profits in a short amount of time. We look at unit economics. We look at how that data then works with the current business model that you have. And so if you do need help, shoot us a message. Love it if you share this podcast as well. It really helps us and it really helps the community of business owners just like you. I'll see you in the next episode.